The evolutionary mysteries of sleep across species. Imagine if we did not need to sleep every day. We could get so much more done each day. But every living thing, from tiny fruit flies to humans, needs sleep. Sleep happens in all species in the animal kingdom and beyond. There must be good reasons we all sleep. Our bodies and minds must need it. Let's find out why. The evolutionary beginnings of sleep in single-celled organisms. The path of sleep starts with unicellular organisms. Unlike what some think, sleep isn't just for complex creatures. These basic life forms slow down too, showing sleep's deep history. Early rest was likely a way to save energy and repair cells, or cellular compartments in the case of unicellular organisms, preparing for more advanced sleep later. In other words, sleep is something that we humans, and even the simplest life forms, have in common. Exploring the evolution and variety of sleep in multicellular organisms. Over time, as simple cells joined to create complex beings, the way creatures rested changed a lot. Small animals like worms and bugs started setting aside time just for relaxing, which helped them in two big ways. It saved energy and kept them safe from danger. This change was a huge step in evolution, because rest became a key way more advanced species could survive. As sleep developed differently in early multicelled creatures, we can understand how it adjusted to suit different places and the needs of each kind of being. Just as life exploded with many new forms during the Cambrian, sleep habits diversified too. This shows just how important sleep was for organisms to adapt to changing homes over generations. Comparative analysis of REM and NREM. Sleep in avians and mammals. Sleep evolved in fascinating ways. Birds and mammals developed two new sleep stages, REM and NREM sleep. REM sleep happens when your brain is very active and you dream. It helps you remember things and grow your brain. NREM sleep is different. During NREM sleep, your body rests and heals itself. Having both REM and NREM sleep shows sleep got more advanced. Mammals and birds have complex brains and need different kinds of sleep to function properly. Developing separate sleep states was a big step that let sleep do more jobs. Intricate sleep patterns in advanced mammals. Sleep plays an important role in keeping mammals healthy, especially people. Our sleep has different stages, and each helps us in its own way. During these stages, like rapid eye movement, REM, sleep, and non-REM, NREM, sleep, our bodies and brains do important work. In REM sleep, we sort through feelings, solidify what we learned, and make learning easier. On the other hand, NREM sleep is great for fixing our bodies and staying well. This complicated sleep setup, more noticeable in people and other big-brain mammals, shows how we evolved. The complex patterns we have when sleeping aren't just extras, but things we truly need. It helps our advanced thinking skills and ensures our bodies work together nicely. This design highlights just how well sleep evolved to care for our challenging biological and mental needs. The benefits of sleep for adaptability. Sleep helps animals in many ways. It saves energy when things are not as good. Sleep also improves how we remember things we learned, and it makes the immune system stronger. All these things show that sleep is very important for survival. They show that sleep evolved to be essential for staying alive and changing to new situations. Sleep is not just resting, it is actively helping animals change over time to live better. The impact of environmental factors on the evolution of sleep. Throughout the course of evolution, animals have adapted their sleep patterns in response to environmental influences. One remarkable example of this adaptation is how sleep aligns with the natural cycle of day and night, giving rise to circadian rhythms. These rhythms ensure that animals rest during the optimal periods for their survival. Nocturnal creatures, for instance, seek refuge during the day to evade predators, conserving energy for their active nighttime endeavors. On the other hand, Diurnal animals make use of the daylight hours for their activities, sleeping at night. This synchronization of sleep with environmental cues highlights the impressive versatility of sleep and its ability to address diverse challenges. It highlights the critical role of sleep in the enduring survival and success of species over time. The phenomenon of animals' unihemispheric sleep-split brain. Sleep is an amazing way some animals rest. Dolphins and some birds can sleep with one half of their brain at a time. This lets them stay aware in case of danger, keep breathing if they live in water, and navigate long trips. Unihemispheric sleep proves how sleep can change to fit particular situations in nature. It keeps animals safe and vital things working even when part of their brain relaxes. Nature finds clever ways to help creatures rest while lowering risks. Uncovering the sleeping habits of our ancestors. Studying how mammals and reptiles from long ago slept tells us about how sleep changed over time. The early animals slept in many short periods instead of one long one like we do now. This shows that sleep can adjust to fit different ways of living in places. Finding out how these old creatures slept is like digging up a treasure from the past. Each new fact we learn adds more to what we know about how sleep has changed for thousands of years. It shows that sleep keeps changing to work with how life changes on our planet. Aligning with your body's natural clock. Sleep patterns, changing along with natural daily rhythms, shows how important it is. This timing makes sure living things rest when needed based on day or night. It helps use energy in the best way and increases the chance to live. Creatures follow this natural beat, matching Earth's spin. It keeps them working with what's around them. The complex way sleep and daily patterns fit shows how biology works with what nature provides perfectly. This delicate link between living things and their place is important for surviving over time. Conclusion. Evolutionary significance of sleep. Sleep began simply in early life but grew more varied in advanced kinds. It started as brief rests in single cells long ago and developed into different patterns now in complex beings. This march of slumber highlights its sleep is essential in how living things survive and change over time on Earth. This emphasizes sleep as a basic part of how the body works, deeply set and constantly changing with evolutionary steps. Knowing sleep's path of evolution provides an understanding of its must-have functions, from saving energy to brain work, and points to its importance as a foundation of life. The tale of how sleep evolved over time is proof of its worldwide significance across all of life, a key thing in the complex dance of surviving and fitting in with nature.